Send me your songs of tomorrow. I'm dying to know it all.
Hi, thank you for clicking on today's vlog. I know it's exceedingly long. That's what I wanted to kind of preface this before I introduce today's sponsor. My videos have becoming increasingly long, and I'm just here to testify for my mental well-being because it's really fun and easy for me to film this. It's really fun, so I'm mentally okay. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare offers thousands of classes on topics like illustration, design, photography. Their classes can fit your skill level and include a combination of video lessons and a class project. Most classes are under 60 minutes, so short lessons, and you can include them as you wish on your schedule. It's really easy to do so. They're always launching new premium classes. Their platform is really awesome for learning. Right now, I highly recommend the Everyday Minimalism, Find Calm and Creativity in Living Simply by Erin Boyle, which is a class about ways to approach minimalism in a very down-to-earth way, and I really enjoyed it, as well with Drawing as Self-Discovery by Marie Andrew. It was one of the best art classes that I watched on Skillshare. So if you're interested, you can use the link in my description, and the first 1,000 people will get a free trial, and after that it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. Thank you so much to Skillshare, and yeah. Okay, enjoy the video.
You make me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right.
Move here. Let me get my computer out then.
You tonight, so just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me, trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. I love the things you did for me, it seems like
Dizer assim,
you're dropping
a
clues.
minha
There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time.
Mas eu normalmente nós comunicamos muito por WhatsApp, normal.
Now the class is done, I'm going to start organizing and studying for my first class. So I'm using OneNote because I can have a free account with my school email that my school offered. So I use that.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one. It rains down on me. All the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this. Just don't get enough of me.
Depende da sua, no fundo, do que está predisposto. Está outra hormona da gravidez, está a energia do parto, que às vezes, não sei, às vezes é mesmo objetivos. Porque isto acontece. Este diagrama também tem para o passo ter mais ferro necessário e se colhes grávida precisa de ferro. E quando em breve acontecer isso, temos o ferro da gravidez. As pessoas certas, antes, fodem. A gravidação, bastante hidratação. Todas desaparecem, à exceção das trias, mas já a fisiológica, né, com o aumento do volume do vai ser bom pensar, isto aqui é referência, não há.
Já lavaste as mãos?
Claro, lavei as mãos muito lavadinhas. Achas que eu... Não, Oli, não.
Vai para trás.
Acho que tu devias apanhar, comias. Nem penso. Já me fizeste gastar? Nhé.
So I still have to prepare for tomorrow's 9 a.m. class, and that's going to be on clinical history of the pregnant woman, which is something that I've read before, but then again, like, this course is just repeating things over and over again. I'm still drafting a plan for OBGYN. I'm just gonna make things clear to y'all what y'all will be seeing me study for the next semester. So I'm gonna have 4 classes this semester. So I have OBGYN, surgical and medical specialties. In that course I have ortho, neuro, rheumatology, and 2 more that I'm not recalling right now. Internal medicine is one of them. Yeah, internal medicine. Patient with infection. And I have toxicology for my elective. Wasn't one of my first choices. Right now, on these next 5 weeks, I'm going to have OBGYN, and I'm going to just have Zoom classes for the next 3 weeks. Because of COVID and the pandemic, almost all the 5 weeks are at home, and one of those weeks is going to be at the hospital. Right now, medical students don't have the green light to study at the hospital unless they're 6 years, and we've been in an intense lockdown, everything's closed. I chose the rotation where the internship would be like the furthest away possible, so at the 4th week. So while this is downloading, just kind of show you what these notes mean to me. So this right here is one slide of the PowerPoint. This is the title of the slide. This is the main definition or the main idea or the main theme that the slide gives. It's normally the first thing that the teacher says, and this is like more information or details. This is what is normally asked on the exam. And I do that for every single slide. It's exhausting. This is like something that I saw the teacher gave like particular information, so I highlighted already. But I don't have anything highlighted right now. I'm thinking on my first review, so when I go back to this lecture a few weeks from now, I can highlight it. And yeah, I'm going to do this for every single lecture this semester.
Os filhos, está bem? Da mesma forma, por exemplo, se eu tiver uma mulher que tem um inicial de estudo, eu vou para 3 vezes, ok? Se calhar, primeiro vou perguntar com quantas semanas é que foi.
Do país e do centro, se for um centro altamente diferenciado, se calhar o resto está com 22, 23, porque realmente conseguem sobreviver. Atualmente, nós aqui numa maternidade, a partir das 23 semanas.
I have 2 new classes to prepare for tomorrow. So the class for the patient with infection, which is going to be on sepsis, and tomorrow's OBGYN class, which is gonna be about early labor.
Integrar temas transversais de diferentes unidades curriculares e de diferentes áreas da medicina clínica, muitas delas já abordadas gratuitamente nos alunos do quarto ano, como por exemplo a psiquiatria, a cirurgia geral.
Fall in line someday. It's hard to win, hard to pin one day. I look out for you to soothe away the blues in your eyes.
And then they agree to go on a little road trip to Seattle together, which never ends up happening. Yeah, you get it by now. And also, yes, Taylor's.
Goes because I'm one of those extroverted introvert types, so I'm totally fine being by myself, but they're definitely just 8 days away from going back to school, and I feel like part of me
정말 나한테 지워라.
울죠.
어제 나한테 보여준 영상! 안녕히 계세요.
밥 잘 챙겨 먹고 차 조심하고.
E mais, já vimos aqui estes, já pediram isto tudo. Vocês estavam interessadas em fazer mais algum exame ou não? Ficavam satisfeitas numa ecografia de rotina, normalmente é. As cistites costumam dar mais sintomas de infecção assintomática do trato urinário.
Ou todas, isto parece-me só mulheres hoje. E assim, o meu nome é Carolina Paulini, portanto, e trabalho também no Hospital da Luz. Portanto, eu sou internista, tirei primeiro uma primeira especialidade de medicina interna, até vermos será um bocadinho diferente do modo como vocês falaram das infecções e infecciologia, ou seja, o objetivo não é estudar as bactérias todas, nem a meningite, nem a pneu do tempo, é tentar corrigir a pressão arterial, fazendo fluid challenge. O que é este fluid challenge? É fazendo bolos de um catéter venoso central. Precisamos ter um catéter de uma grande conceito do choque séptico. Só adiantar aqui, portanto, o choque séptico. Esta é a definição que nós agora da hora. Como é que ele evolui no doente? O doente acabou de ter que ser entubado e ventilado, fez volume, mas mesmo assim.
Definitely clean my camera. So today's Thursday. Morning class was about the follow-ups with the pregnant woman and kind of the exams that the pregnant woman has to do during the consults throughout the pregnancy months. After that, we went grocery shopping, and it's also my daily walk outside. And I was supposed to have an afternoon class today for my elective, but they're not doing Zoom online classes. They're just going to make the PowerPoints available with the audio clips, and the first audio PowerPoint is going to be available next week, so I don't really have anything going on online class related this afternoon. So today I'm going to review today's class and tomorrow's class and kind of just wrap up the whole week. One good thing about online school is that a lot of my study at home practicals and lectures are just the way that they are. Like, I would normally study like this, reading lectures at home, doing notes at home. A lot of practicals, it's discussing a PowerPoint like we do on Zoom. I get to spend a lot of time at home. I get to spend a lot of time with my loved ones. For that, I'm very grateful. This is A Study in Scarlet. This is the first of the Sherlock Holmes books, and it's a way lighter read compared to The Unbearable Lightness of Being, for sure. I really needed to cleanse my palate after that one. Classes are really chill. The teacher's telling us to be unworried about saying wrong things. I think it's because we're in a group setting with like a bunch of strangers and we don't know each other that well, and it's a new teacher every single day. It's always kind of weird to just like make yourself that much vulnerable, and so everyone's just kind of shy with their own knowledge and stuff, and so it's always kind of awkward. But classes are really chill. We don't really have to participate that much, and I'm really enjoying OBGYN so far. I think the topics are extremely interesting. It has peanuts, it even has coconut, dried fruit, stuff like that. And I have my cup of tea. I don't really have a wide selection of tea. I just finish a full box of tea and then I just buy whatever tea is on sale and that I enjoy. So that's that's that.
Tendo em conta que ela tem já 18 semanas, o que é que vocês acham que seria importante nós percebermos melhor, nomeadamente em relação à hipertensão que ela tem? Se há alguma ideia?
Pode ser secundária.
Exatamente, pronto, coisa atrás, portanto, quando ela tinha 30 anos, se foi feito algum tipo de estudo para perceber se haveria uma causa secundária a esta hipertensão. Tem ideia, assim, do tipo, seria importante nós percebermos se a senhora tem hipertensão controlada, mas acima de tudo, qual é a terapêutica que ela está a fazer, não é? Presentes que nós sabemos que não vamos conseguir melhorar muito sem conseguirmos decidir entre aquilo que vai fazer fazer bem à mãe, digamos assim, e aquilo que vai prejudicar o bebê e vice-versa, ok? Portanto, muito bem, concordo com vocês. O 5, toleramos se houver agravamento da condição clínica. Isto porquê? A matração pulmonar demora 48 horas a ser realizada, ok? Em relação às interesses das mulheres com pré-eclâmpsia e com restrição, portanto, normalmente as pré-eclâmpsias, sem critérios, todas as pré-eclâmpsias são manejadas em internamento, está bem? Mesmo as pré-eclâmpsias, uma pré-eclâmpsia com critérios de gravidade, é horas, está bem? Ou de um dia para o outro, ok?
não é? Então, tens de ir buscar uma ferramenta que dê isso. Espera. Wait. Supostamente vocês tipo migam o eco. I put all my boxes, candle, my timer, pencil case. I'll just transfer anytime to my desk so I don't have to keep it packed with things when I'm not using them. These hold just those free stickers. For example, something like this. That's binded to a sticker sheet. I want to put them all in a little binder, but I still don't have that. These are free stickers, these are washi. In this container I have all my stamps, stuff, and here I have my bullet journal, my planner, my art journal, and my diary. And down here I have even more materials and stuff. So I have postcards, letter materials, my Fomemo printer and recharge it, nice paper from Muji, and down here I have more like stationery stuff like to-do lists, and yeah, I think that's all for now that I have here. All of this was just hanging around my bookshelves and stuff, so I think right now it feels a little bit more organized. Like I said, I have one binder missing. I think I'm gonna put it down there, but other than that, it's a lot more organized.
Is all about me, show, and not a book. It gave me the confidence to be able to stick with food again. So now we are tapping into a deeper category. Millions of thoughts we have running in our were my truths. Now I believe that everybody is born. I was born with a naturally more disposition. After reading this book, I was finally able to identify this voice as the roommate. Now I'm the one that's hearing it, and the more that you can call out that roommate and identify consciousness. Reading this book gave me a deep sense of calm because it reminded me on to explain and describe each one of his trips, from mushrooms to ayahuasca. It is extremely
Come on, man. Hurry up. What are we paying you for?